What's up, guys? Your boy Darkskin, and today we are going to be talking about Beidou's best weapons today. And I'm going to be just giving why which weapon is better or best in this certain scenario or this instance or whatever. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So, starting out, we already know Wolf's Gravestone is the best weapon, best claymore in the game. We're not talking about Wolf's Gravestone. So, Skyward Pride. Skyward Pride, well, being a 5-star weapon, it's obviously its base attack is gonna scale a lot harder than a lot of different enemies. On top of energy recharge is going to be giving her ult back a lot of the time. So if you have that like electro build, that's going to be really nice for you because you're going to be popping her ult a lot more. On top of it gives increase damage, increases all damage by 8%, which is going to be elemental damage as well as physical damage. So it's really nice. This is kind of whatever, but yeah, Skyward Pride is a really good weapon for her. If you're going for more of a physical type of build, this is not going to be as good. But if you're going for more of electro type of build, this is really nice. Or if you go like support Beidou, where you pop her ult, switch her out, stuff like that, that is going to be really nice. Now, Serpent Spine. This is going to be really good for Beidou if you're going full damage and you want to have that crit rate. Right now on my Beidou, I'm running crit rate on her, on this piece right here, 23% crit rate. Now, if I was running Serpent Spine as a weapon, I could change this crit rate to a crit damage piece, right? So I no longer need to run crit rate on there because the weapon is going to be giving pretty much the same amount, right? 25%, and then the piece I have is giving 23. If it was 5-star, it'd be giving 25 plus. So there you go. Now, prototype Imminence. This weapon is like the go-to for Beidou. Like, this is probably her best weapon if we're talking like not, spending money type of deal. And the reason why I say that is because, number one, it has base attack, which is really, every weapon has base attack, but it also has attack percent. Attack percent is going to be really good for Beidou because you don't want to have physical damage or something else simply because she's going to be countering. The attack percent is going to go into the counter along with the base attack, which is really nice for her. You're going to be getting those counter percents up, and it's going to go into the ult damage, everything like that. It's going to go into everything she does, which is really nice. On top of the passive. The passive is going to be giving her one proc of like high damage. The reason why this is so good is because generally, Beidou's not out damaging Razor or D-Luke or blah. She's not out damaging most of those units. So, this is going to give her the ability to basically one-tap lesser mobs without having to do anything. You literally walk up, you smack them, it procs, the AoE, they all die. It's just going to give her a lot of, a faster clear time on a lot of these smaller mobs, whereas, maybe D-Luke or Razor would just one-shot. But pretty good passive. This is like her go-to. This would be her go-to weapon. Generally, if you're talking damage, which most people are going damage, this is her go-to weapon. These last three that I've talked about are not pay to win, but they're either pay to win, limited, etc. Right? Battle Pass is limited. And then the other two 5-stars are basically pay to win. So this prototype Imminence is amazing. I use this weapon all throughout. I played open beta, closed beta. I used this weapon the entire time. I wasn't even using Beidou. I was using Chongyang, but I used this weapon. I'm telling you guys, this weapon is amazing for her. White Blind is not going to be as good. It's giving her attack and defense, which is nice, but she generally would just want the attack percent on the base instead of the other stat. White Blind gives you a defense, I believe, on the stat, but yeah, so there you go. Now, Rain Slasher. Rain Slasher is a good weapon for Beidou simply because of the passive and then the elemental mastery. So if you are going to support Beidou, as far as like switching her in, switching her out type of deal, you're not going to be really doing too much. This is going to be really nice for her. The elemental mastery is going to allow her to combo with other people as far as her ult and her E. On top of doing increased damage to enemies affected by water or lightning. So if you're comboing this with somebody, it's going to be really nice. In the beginning, I had Mona. I pulled this weapon. I was using this weapon all the time. Well, actually, I had Barber first. But Barber and Mona, they're both water. I would hit them with the water. I'd switch to Beidou, and I'd be dishing out really nice damage. Along with, whenever you use her electricity, you get Electro Charge, which she has Elemental Mastery on this, is going to be really, really nice for her. So this is a really nice weapon, even though Prototype is still going to be the best weapon for raw damage. Sacrificial Greatsword. This weapon is basically support Beidou in a nutshell. Number one, it's giving you energy recharge. She's going to have her ult up a lot more, a lot of the time, a lot faster. Number two, you can get resets on your counter, meaning, let's say you hold your E, right? Hold your E down, and then you counter, and it resets. You can hold your E down again, counter again. You are going to be you're basically going to be tanking more damage, and it's going to be allowing you to get your ult back faster, because when you use elemental skills, you get elemental orbs, and the elemental orbs give you your ult back faster, right? Along with the energy recharge, blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be really, really nice for her as far as if you're running like a support Beidou type of build. So really, like I said, really, really nice for her. Now, this last one, the bell. A lot of people ask about the bell. A lot of people don't know if it's really good or if it's not really good. The bell isn't that good simply because it doesn't really have a place for anybody. Now, if there's a character that scaled off the HP that was a Claymore user, now we're talking. But there's not. So as far as right now, it's just like, eh. Now, Beidou. What I will say is, if you guys don't know, Beidou, if you look at her Tide Collar, right? Lifts her weapon up as a shield. Max damage absorbed scales off of Beidou's max HP. A lot of people assume that if Beidou's shield gets hit twice, she gets max stacks. It's not necessarily 2 attacks. It's 2 charges, right? So attacks using, we'll get into whatever this, right? But how it works is, it's not like 2 attacks. It's literally 2 charges. Which charges could mean, 2 attacks if you have no HP or like low base HP, or it can mean a lot of attacks if you have a lot of base HP, right? The damage absorbed scales off of her max HP, meaning that if you have a way more HP, she's going to be tanking more damage, meaning that she's not, like, say a Hilichurl attacks you, you're probably not getting a charge off of that if you have a lot of max HP. So that's like how it works, if you guys didn't know. So if you're going for like a tank build on Beidou, if you want to go like just super tanky, you just want her to tank damage. That's it. Going the bell into like defense or something like that would be really nice. Now keep in mind, no one's probably going to go this build because you're going to do next to no damage. This is literally like raw tank stat type of build. But if you were wanting to do that, the bell would be really nice for her off of the HP. But as far as everything, like I said, Prototype Imminence is going to be her best weapon. If we're not factoring in the limited or pay-to-win weapons, this is going to be her best weapon for raw damage. This is the best thing for her. Obviously, if you're going for a support / like combo build, like 4-set Electro, this will be nice for her. If you're going for a support build, 4-set Electro or something like that, this will be nice for her. If you want like energy recharge type of build, tank build will be Bell. And then if you're going, this can go into anything. You want to go Electro build, use it. If you want to go into physical damage, use it. This weapon is her best weapon after the fact. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.